Hello students, today we will discuss the second part or the part 2 of the chapter physical quantity and measurement. What we have already started in the previous video, we have already discussed that the length, the measurement of the length, the scales, inch, all these things we have already told that one. So here the few things are present in the physical quantity. I'm just recapping all these things in little bit, so you just try to understand all these things. Physical quantity, I have already told that it depends on two factors. First one is that the magnitude and second one is the unit. With the combination of these two things, we can easily calculate any physical quantity present in nature. Okay. Magnitude means what? Magnitude means the actual calculation. That means the physical thing. That means suppose you are calculating the mass of a body. Okay. Maybe you are getting the mass of the body is 10 kilograms. So 10 is what? 10 is a digit, 10 is a mathematical quantity. So this 10 is nothing but the magnitude only. Okay. And kilogram is what? Kilogram is the unit of this physical quantity. That means the unit of the mass of this one. In this way, while we will calculate the length, we have already calculated the length of that one. Length can be calculated in also with the help of these two things, magnitude and that unit. 10 meter length you have calculated, 10 is the magnitude, meter is the unit of that one. So we have already calculated. Can you able to convert these all units from one system to another system? That means what? Suppose you have calculated that the length of a body is 1 meter. Maybe you have got the length 1 meter. Can you able to convert this 1 meter into centimeter? Definitely we can convert that one. If you convert this 1 meter into centimeter, then you will get the value 100. That means what? 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. So from here you can get the idea. Suppose if you want to convert this 1 meter into millimeter, then what value you will get? You will definitely get 1000. Okay. 1 meter is equal to 1000 millimeters. So these all are the interconversional. That means you can convert one unit into any other system also. So 1 meter can be converted into millimeter, meter can be converted into centimeter, meter can be converted into kilometers. So these all things are very important. So here one question is repeatedly asked in the exam so many times, you can see in the paper. That is the what is actually the matrix system? Okay, matrix system means what? Suppose while you are calculating or you are converting the length into one system to another system, we are just multiplying what? We are multiplying by 10, or we are multiplying by 100, or we are multiplying by 1000. Okay, so while suppose you are converting 1 meter into 1 centimeter into centimeter, that means what? You have to multiply 100 with this meter, then you will definitely get centimeter. No, so 1 meter is equal to how much? 100 centimeters. So you have just multiplied by 100 here. Suppose if you convert that 1 centimeter into millimeter, then you have to multiply by 10 only. So 1 millimeter will be 1 centimeter will be converted to 10 into millimeter only. So 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. By multiplying 10, you are getting the result. So in this way, while you are calculating or converting that 1 meter into 1 millimeter, okay, so you have to multiply by 1000. So one time you are multiplying by 10, one time you are multiplying by 100, one time you are multiplying by 1000. So while you are using this type of things, this type of ratio in the system where we are using this type of multiples, so that is called the matrix system. Okay, so question will be repeatedly asked in the exam that what is matrix system? So the system where we are using this type of multiples, means 10, 100 or 1000, to just convert one unit to another unit, that system is called the matrix system. Okay, maybe you understood that one. Next part of this chapter is the mass of the body. Mass means what? Suppose you are just taking one piece of stone and you are putting that, you are just calculating the actual heaviness of this stone. Okay, what particular thing, what the exact thing you are calculating? Have you ever thought that one? Definitely you are calculating that how much material present on the stone. Suppose you are calculating the the heaviness of your book or your exercise book or the copy or the pen. what the actual thing you are calculating? You are calculating the material present on the body, on the thing which you are calculating. That particular thing is called the mass of the body. That means what is the definition then? The amount of physical quantity present on a body is called the mass of the body. Now question is that, can it be changed? Okay, repeatedly asked in the exam so many times. Can you able to change the mass of a body? If so, then how? If not, then also how? Okay. Suppose you are just taking one pen. Okay, maybe you are taking any pen. Now with this pen, you are just, first of all, you are calculating the mass here in this place. Now you have taken the pen out from here and you went 10 meter forward or 1 kilometer from your house, and you calculated the same the mass of the same pen. Can the value changed? Definitely not. Okay, the mass of the body cannot be changed. It's a constant quantity. That means you won't be able to change the mass of a body. Mass of the body will remain constant each and every time. Okay, so that is, while we are calculating the mass of the body, or if you want to convert one system of mass or one unit of mass into any other unit, okay, can you able to convert? Definitely. Standard unit of mass is what? That is the kilogram, okay, or kg. Okay, the most of the time we have just used that one, that we are using also, that kilogram or kg. So 1 kilogram, can you able to convert this one into gram? So definitely you can convert this one into gram. 1000 value will come. Okay, now 1000, 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram. Suppose you are converting that 1 gram is into milligram, so that is also 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligram or mg, suppose. So in this way, 1 quintal equal to 100 kilogram, 1 ton is equal to 10 quintal. So here what type of question may come in the exam? Here question may come from mass, this part, okay, of your book. What is the definition of mass? First, so the amount of physical quantity present on the body, that is mass. What is the unit of mass? Standard unit, that is kilogram. And few conversion can also come. That means what? Write down the relation between ton and quintal. Straightforward question. 1 ton is equal to 10 quintal. That is given on your book. Okay. From your book I am just only telling this one. 1 ton is equal to 10 quintal. Second one, maybe conversion may come in the exam, that quintal and kilogram relationship. 1 quintal is equal to 100 kilogram. So these type of thing can come in the exam. Suppose you have calculated this 1 kilogram, 1000 kilogram, so many rubbish thing I told here, but these all thing, how you calculate? Question may arise in the exam, no? How can you calculate? So calculation of these things are very, very important. So with the help of any device, you can only calculate. Without any device, how can you be able to calculate? No. So this particular device, with the help of, suppose any device you are choosing, what is the name of this device to calculate the mass of the object? Is called the beam balance, okay, or physical balance. This is a very extraordinary thing we are using, extraordinary term we are using here, but actually nothing is that. The thing, the balance which is used in the grocer shop, you can easily find this is the beam balance. Only the thing, that is only the beam balance to calculate the mass of the object. Okay. Is there any precautions to be taken while calculating the mass of that one? Definitely. The thing which are using, which you can see in the grocer shop, that is not a proper one, but while you will see this one in the physics lab, you can see that one, the proper beam balance is kept over there. First thing is that all the things should be closed. That means the pot should be inside the box, and the box should be closed by the glass window. Here this pots, while it is kept inside, proper insulation should be there. That means no wind should come. Okay, these two pots should definitely just lie in a same plane. Okay, if one pot should be here and another pot should be here, in this way if it will place, then you won't be able to just calculate the proper measurement of that one. Okay, here the pillars, that one, that from where it is just hung, that one should be in a linear plane, that one should be in a particular line, that should be hung from a particular place. Okay, and so many things are there. In the left side you can put the actual the measurement, which is known measurement, you can put in the right side. In the left side you can put the quantity which we are going to measure. So these all precautions should be taken while you will calculate the mass. Okay, now in this part I will complete the video. After that, in the next video I will continue the next thing. Here one thing I just want to say, that while you are calculating or converting one mass into another mass, that means kilogram to milligram or ton to quintal, are you using the metric system? Definitely we are using the metric system, because you are not getting any single value which is just a fraction, or which is not a multiple of 10. Okay, we are definitely getting the 10, 100, 1000 types of things. So it is definitely a metric system. Thank you.